actually saw a OPTC Kaido figure at the store the other day.
Oh shit!
Ooh.
It's this one.
Oh yeah, this was the
Oh yeah,
this was the that one was the
Is
leak
that the
to
red one?
yeah.
that was the Kaido vs Yamato.
Yamato. That was when everyone was like, "Oh, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?" And then then Ichiban Kuji came out and leaked everything. It was like, "Here's all the characters that's gonna exist." He's kind of as Yamato, by the way. I'm like, what the hell? This one's sick. I'm sure you guys have seen those Admiral figurines that have been circulating around right now.
No, I haven't.
I don't think I
Really?
have.
Oh,
No, I haven't been on Twitter much.
let me go to my favorite Twitter account, Geo, real quick, because he probably posted it 35 times. Discord has ruined Twitter. Like, what it was working fine, and now I have to
The embedded things.
yeah, it was working fine. I don't know why is it not working anymore.
Giga Chads.
Look
Go.
at Kizaru's lips, bro. Got the gums out and everything.
Yeah.
My days. What? All right, you know what? Stuff Flame.
Ugh.
Put him late again. Add it to the spreadsheet. You know, add it. You're gonna keep it rolling. We got no time for this. We do actually have a time, but yeah, stuff that. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 103 of the Good Great Perfect podcast. We're back with the usual suspects of Knight and Todd, the OGs, if you will.
Yes.
Flame is just he's all right, I guess. I don't know. But
Yeah.
we're here. We're back as as per the norm. We're just gonna chop it up today. We're gonna chat about life, this, that, and the other, and see where the conversation takes us. Don't get it twisted. We will talk Treasure Cruise next week. We will talk all the shenanigans. There, speak of the devil, and he appears. There you go. But we will be talking Treasure Cruise next week. And all the shenanigans related to 9.5 Annie and my mental breakdown on Twitter. So without further ado, what's been going on, everyone? How's everyone doing? Todd, speak to us. How's life? What's happening?
Yeah, I'm still trying to get used to the United States time zone a little bit. Haven't really 100% got onto that time zone yet. So I've been going to bed super early, waking up at like 4 o'clock in the morning and shit. So
Jesus Christ,
trying to get that back into a little bit of more normality. But everything's been pretty chill so far. Haven't done a whole lot. We went and played some One Piece cards last night, and went to Dave & Buster's on Wednesday night, which was a lot of fun. And yeah, it's been pretty chill. We've got some more One Piece cards happening tomorrow. So yeah, and then next week's gonna be pretty busy for us. We're going to a concert in Columbus, which will be pretty fun. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff happening.
How was the flight this time?
Absolutely garbage. Yeah. Yeah, actually, it was really, really bad.
Is this the worst one so far?
I've been to the States 3 times, and each time I went to the States, I've flown with 3 different airlines. So the first time I went, which was the one that Bandai paid for, was with Emirates. And that was the best one. Emirates was fantastic, not only just because I felt like the seats were just better, but the food is like amazing because you get like the Middle Eastern food for Emirates, and it's just the best. And then the other 2 times I went with Qantas, which was the last time, and it's like basic ass white people food. Seats were super uncomfortable. And then this time around I flew with United, and United were very similar to Qantas, so yeah, pretty mid, honestly.
Pretty average flight. It's a long flight, no? It's hella effort.
Yeah, it was 14 hours from Melbourne to San Francisco, and then it was 4.5 ish from San Francisco to Cleveland.
Oh my god, stuff that, man. I'm not
Yeah.
No, denied. Denied. That's good. Well, you're there now. Happy days.
Exactly.
Are you gonna get how are you feeling about content in terms of just YouTube and stuff? You're gonna get back in the mines? Anything in particular you wanna try to do while you're there, or is it just business as usual?
No, I think it'll be pretty much business as usual for now. Just it's a bit different going to a whole new setup and trying to do my normal content in a different kind of setup and a different kind of lifestyle. And especially because sometimes Carissa, she works from home a lot of the times of the week, so sometimes I'll have to wait for her to go on her lunch break to actually do some recording. But because of news time being at like 10, 11 o'clock at night, it's not as bad.
Yeah.
So it depends on what's going on the day, but yeah, it's pretty chill so far.
There you go. Happy days, Todd, American Todd, or as Knight said, Frank.
Yes, sir, my boy Frank.
Franksky.
Hey, little Frankfurter, you know what I'm saying? All right, Knight, how you been, bud? What's going on? Catch us up.
I have been all right. Just business as usual. You know what they say.
You know what they say.
You jerk the chicken, prepare for the sauce.
Hey, let them know.
What is that a saying? Is it?
Yeah, it's a saying.
You jerk the chicken, prepare for the sauce, baby, because that shit gets creamy sometimes. Okay.
You crazy.
He's lost it.
That's crazy.
He's lost it. He's in his own mind right now.
Yeah, what's I say?
Anyway, same shit. How's work? How's life? How's health?
It's all about the same relatively. So yeah, nothing really new.
Beautiful. Same old.
Yeah.
There we go.
How about you?
Nah, go Flame first, then we'll go me. You know what I'm saying? I know I appreciate you, but Flame's here now. We gotta make use of his time. You know, he's a very special man, very busy man. You know.
You gotta save the best for last, right?
Yeah, it's me, baby. You know what I'm saying? Let him know.
Yeah. But yeah,
how you doing, bud?
I've been pretty good. I'm getting ready for my vacation. I'm gonna be off from. I'm staying home though. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay. Little staycation. You know what I'm saying?
Little staycation. Yeah, I'm gonna be off from the 4th to the 20th. So I'm gonna be chilling.
Nice.
I've been playing Spider-Man 2 recently.
Oh, yep.
For me, like a lot of sports just came back, so I've been like watching stuff every night.
Yep.
And I've been working on my YouTube channel.
Oh, yes, true.
I'm over 1,000 subs already.
Jesus Christ, man, he's in the mines.
Yeah, the when I first did YouTube, it took me a year and a half to get 1,000 subs, and I hit it in a week and a half. Week and a half, yeah. So making good progress.
Happy days.
Yeah, and I guess health wise, since you asked, I actually got a physical recently. Told me my cholesterol's a little high, but I was like, don't worry about it.
No. Worry about it. Worry and do something about it.
Yeah, but we
a little high isn't that bad.
It was a little high. He said some bullshit. I was like, yeah. Oh my god.
He said some bullshit. I was like, yeah, alright.
Some doctor lies.
Some heinous conversation, mate. That guy's having with you.
But I'm doing good.
Good. Happy days.
Yeah. What about you, buddy?
I'm doing alright. I recently got sent to Melbourne actually for work at the start of this week. So that was a good little experience. Got to catch up with a friend while I was there. It was nice seeing him.
That's the first time you worked over there?
Yeah, like usually for somebody at my like level, they'll never send you around. So like I was very fortunate to actually be the one of the people that they chose to actually send to a different office, which was really cool. I'm considered now a quote unquote subject matter expert, which I think is bullshit because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But it's good because like you got to meet a lot of like the executive, you got to meet a lot of like your bosses and like the people that you kind of like work for and see them face to face, and it was a good opportunity for me to kind of like cement myself as like the guy. That was kind of my whole plan, was just like to leave a good impression in people's minds of like, this kid actually knows what he's talking about. So
it's kind of interesting actually, because of, with your type of work, I would expect that like, couldn't you just do a lot of remote work? Like it's kind of interesting that they actually want you to physically go to a location.
Absolutely. So usually it would be, but I think like the current situation that like the project, or like what we call the remediation is what's occurring right now is in. Like, we needed to have this like kind of face-to-face conversation with people to actually iron out things and figure out like what we're doing per se. Because I think like it's always been a really interesting thing when you work in these kind of like office jobs or these generic kinds of like, you know, project positions. So I think that people are very comfortable speaking over a microphone and like being able to like say and do what they please when it's like online or whatever. But like in person, like people cower away very quickly. And I found that part, like, you know, you have these like people that have been in the industry for 20, 30 years and like they start getting like hella paranoid like when you start talking and this and that. You're like, oh, okay, interesting. You know, you lose that like comfort factor of being behind a screen, and then like, you know, everything kind of like changes and stuff. But nonetheless, I think it was super good experience getting to be in Melbourne. Like I'm very excited by the city. I think Melbourne for me is definitely on the cards, something that I want to do going forward without a shadow of a doubt.
How long were you there?
Only 3 days, so like it wasn't okay. too long. But like, yeah, I definitely think that Melbourne is something that I would want to go move there at some point in time. So we'll see where the world takes us in that regard. But yeah, everything else has been good. So, you know, we've just been, you know, working hard and, you know, making things happen.
Hell yeah.
Happy days.
Yes, sir.
All right, Flame, talk to me about Spider-Man.
So, are we doing spoilers or no spoilers?
I don't know. It depends on what the guys in the call want.
I've watched everything about it.
So I remember you did tweet. I think you tweeted. You're like, I'm watching this shit, man. I ain't got time to play this shit. I'm just gonna watch it.
Because it came out like 2 or 3 days before I left for my flight. I'm like, I'm not gonna get all of Spider-Man done in like 2 or 3 days. So I said, I'll just watch it all on YouTube.
There were a lot of janitors that did, though. I'll tell you that much. There was a lot of people on Twitter that were like, finish the game. You're like, bro, it came out yesterday. Like, why would you do that to yourself?
Maniacs.
Knight, are you gonna play it?
I'm playing it currently.
All right. So we'll keep it
keep it low ski. Keep it the low ski.
So this is a PlayStation only game, PS5.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same type of like game as the original, the first game, and also similar to Miles Morales, but they upgraded like a lot of things. Like the combat is a lot more fluid.
Mm-hmm.
One of the biggest upgrades is like just like the way you move around the city.
Mm-hmm.
If you compare it to the first game, like the first game's like if you play it by itself, like it's great. But when you compare it to the second game, like you actually are able to like move around the city in so many different ways. One of the cool things is they actually added another borough like to the map. So now you can explore, I believe it's all of Queens or it was all of Brooklyn. I forgot which one was in the first game, but both of them are in the game now, which is really nice. And being from New York, it's nice to actually like see these places in game that I've been to in real life. It's like, what the fuck? So that's really nice. As far as the story and shit, the game is pretty short. There are some freaks out there that like insta beat the game, like you were just saying.
There were. It was wild.
Yeah, like I think I think it's super weird to just like bum rush story, like don't even touch anything else. Like that's kind of weird in my opinion.
No, I agree.
But I guess people just, you know, they don't want to get spoiled.
They love it's also like I think that people have been like I'm not really I don't really care too much. Like, the only time I've ever watched Spider-Man gameplay was, I don't know if you guys know the YouTuber Easy Speezy, but he did like a 9 hour. He's like a speed run guy. He did an 100% speed run, and I just had that on the background like the whole, like, you know, for a couple of days. It was like a 3-hour video of just him doing the whole 100% speed run in like 9 hours. That was the first time I've ever watched like Spider-Man gameplay at all. But I guess like from the discourse, people have been gassed for this game for a while. So I kind of like get the whole point of wanting to speed run it, but I do also
but like
I still also get it from you. Like, you know, running through it and being like, okay, I'm done now in like 10, like, you know, in 20 hours. Like, man, like, what's the point of buying the product? Or you just spent like $80 to get a day's worth of content. Like, I don't know.
Like
I'm
cool. Like I got no problem with speed running and shit. Like I think that's really cool.
Yeah, that's different. Yeah, I agree.
But like your first playthrough and experience ever, you're gonna bum rush that? Like that's crazy.
It feels like a waste.
But yeah, that aside, I'm not done with the game. I'm pretty sure I'm like at the very end. Like I probably have like 2-3 more hours of like main story stuff, but like
Mm-hmm.
I'm going around the city like doing a bunch of the side stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing on the highest difficulty that's
Right.
available in the first playthrough, which is spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
I personally think it's very easy.
Okay.
That's just me though. You unlock a higher difficulty. It's called Ultimate after you
Damn.
beat the game. But as of right now, there's no new game plus, which that kind of sucks
Oh.
because I don't really want to like run through the whole game with like none of my
What
shit.
would New Game Plus offer though in terms of Spider-Man? Like, is it just running back through the game but it being more challenging, or would you expect it to like do extra, like have newer things to do?
Well, I'm not sure if they're gonna actually add anything different since it's not even a thing right now.
Mm-hmm.
But if I had to assume, you would start through it, with all of your abilities upgraded,
Yeah.
all of your gadgets upgraded. Obviously the highest difficulty, I believe it was in the original game too, is actually like much more difficult than what's available.
Right.
So if people are interested in, a decent challenge, there's that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't think that there's any like trophies/achievements for beating any of the playthroughs on any difficulties. So that's out of the picture, but it's probably just, just for the experience, running through it again,
Yeah.
playing it again, or playing it through hard. There's like nothing new from it that I would imagine. Um, as far as the story, like no spoilers, of course, but
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty good. I played the first one like a very long time ago, so I don't really remember all the details of it, but I was really happy to play this game because one of the main characters of it is Harry Osborn,
Yep.
which I'm very big on him in the Spider-Man universe,
Mm-hmm.
and also I mean everybody knows from the trailers, but Venom's in the game and the symbiote.
Mm-hmm.
I always
Yep.
love that. Craven's super cool. One thing I did feel a little bit weird about, again don't remember too much from the first game, but I feel like there's a lack of boss battles and
Right.
or mini bosses in this game, which I don't really know if people would say that that's an issue, but like I just kind of felt it was kind of weird because I was like running through like probably a decent portion of the game, like other than the beginning, and I was just like, yo, I have not fought a boss in like a while.
Mm.
So I felt a little odd about that, but I mean, it's whatever.
But then again, like I remember like watching like there's a few of the boss battles that like they actually last for quite a long time. Like you have to like knock the health bar down like 4 times before you
Yes.
actually like win the whole fight.
Yeah, so I actually did a few boss fights later after this opinion of mine. And like Todd said, it was I guess Dark Souls-esque remnants.
Right.
Like they have multiple phases, I guess, which I was surprised about. I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing? Or do you think it's like unnecessarily extends the fight? Do you think the fight still remains enjoyable?
Well, as long as they make the boss, like, if the boss changes their moves or, like, their actions with each phase, I think that would be the ideal scenario. If it's just the same thing over and over again, it gets tedious.
So from what I've played, most of the bosses only had like 2 phases as of
Right.
right now. I'm pretty sure they had like the same like attack patterns and whatnot, which was a little unfortunate. But like I said earlier, for me, I did find it pretty easy. So like I was like beating the shit out of them like bad, like
Hmm.
parrying everything. So like I like the first bar, like I destroyed the bar. So like before like I noticed that there was a second bar, I was like, oh damn, that's it.
Yeah.
So I was happy about that. It just kind of made it like last a little bit longer, especially because most of the fights that you do in this games are build-ups, which I actually do appreciate, and I guess that kind of covers up for the lack of fights because the big people that you do fight is build up throughout the entire story.
Yeah.
So I could appreciate that.
Oh, what I will say is that they start the game off really strong. Like, that first opening scene is crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if you've seen it, Poppy, but
Talk about it. Yeah, go for it.
There's actually 2 crazy scenes in this game that I've experienced. The first one, do you know Sandman?
Yes.
Okay, so you fight Sandman. He's in like his big Sandman form, fighting you in the city and whatever. And there's actually a scene where he catches Miles and like he throws him, but he doesn't just like throw him into like a building. Like he actually like throws him through like an entire borough, like through New York, and like the cameras literally. Like you're literally flying with him through real time. Like it's like one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Yeah, it's actually crazy.
Yeah.
And another really interesting scene is you're playing with Miles, and this is kind of like a throwback to the recent Ratchet and Clank game that Insomniac made.
Yep.
Where
Oh, yes.
yeah, it's called Rift Apart or whatever. So there's
Yep.
Yeah, so there's actually Night, if you haven't seen this part, just close your ears.
What? Okay.
It's with what the hell's her name? The cat girl,
Black cat.
Black
yeah.
cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you do that part? Okay.
Yeah. I did
So
it.
so there's a part where she actually steals this item, and it's reminiscent to Doctor Strange, where you can create the portals and stuff, like to go to different universes and stuff. And there's a part where you're actually fighting, trying to get her, and you're jumping between all of these portals, and you're jumping through like all these different parts of New York. You actually end up in like this Iceland, like on some Antarctica shit, and it's like all
Yeah.
happening so fast, like it's actually crazy.
It is insane.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, like I was surprised like my PS5 didn't explode while I was doing that.
I did see all the memes of like all like the of
My
like
PS4 turned
yeah,
on.
my PS4 like my PS4 exploding or some shit like that. Like because like right now, like as you guys talk, I'm scrolling through like the hashtag, and like you're 100% correct. Like the traversal's fucked. Like I don't know how you even program that or how you even conceive of an engine.
Know how to
like,
make games.
Yeah,
they
are
very
wild.
good at
they're
that.
cooked. Like they know what they're doing, you know.
And one thing on that is that there's actually something pretty cool about the swinging and stuff throughout the city. They actually added a slider for the assistance of how much like how much they'll help you out with it. So like if you put like this actually happened to me. I was it starts off at 10. 10 you're chilling. You can just do whatever. You're flying around having fun. I was like, let me just see what 0's like. I put that shit to 0. I instantly flew into a tree.
There was no help. There was no help. No help. No help.
And it's like very realistic because I believe you could put like fall damage on or whatever.
Yeah.
So like
can.
if you do some bullshit, like you're gonna like you'll hit the floor, you'll hit the building, like you're dead. Like
yeah,
it's
you're just
very
gone.
real. Which I find very cool. Like if you want to do that, but I'm just trying to chill. So I play it on 10.
Yeah, why not? Exactly. Let the game do it for you. Let me click the button and like move around, But like it just looks sick. Like it like I'm still just scrolling through and like all the different suits and like they're really they're in their bag. Like they really are doing good work.
Yeah, before I touch on the suits, they also optimize the game to have ray tracing on all the different modes. So you have it on performance mode, you have it on the fidelity mode.
That's crazy.
It has 4K 60 FPS with ray tracing.
It's just
a beautiful
so polished.
game.
So polished.
They did a great. Like there's some bugs here and there that I did run into. Like I ran into this bug was kind of annoying. Like I would walk up to something that I would need to interact with, and the button to interact just like it wouldn't pop up.
Yep.
So I would have to just like reload really quick, and then it would work. Like that's a little annoying, but that's really like I guess my only complaint. Mentioning on the suits, there are a ton of suits, and it's cool because you don't only get suits for Peter, but you also get suits for Miles.
Yep.
And basically how to get the suits is you just get them from whatever materials you use while you're unlocking stuff, doing challenges. It's very easy to get the materials. You get the suits as you level up or completing side missions, so there's a lot of variety. Something really cool is they have a lot of the suits from all of the Spider-Man movies. So like the IRL movies. So for most of the game, I was using the Spider-Man 3 suit where he has the black suit. Because like you have to. It's Venom.
Exactly.
You have to use that suit. They have the Into the Spider-Verse what's it called, suits, and they actually made it like he has like that
animated.
like lag effect.
Yeah,
it's like animated.
I just saw it just then. Like it had the noir style one. It was all kind of like animated in that kind of sense too. Like it me, like
the thing about it, like they look amazing, but I don't like using them because like you move weird in them because it's trying to recreate that effect. Yeah, I don't like. I wish you could turn that off personally, but
no, you can turn it off.
You can?
Yeah, that's what I did.
That's there you go. Now
Oh,
we're cooking.
It's in
Now we're cooking.
it's in like visuals, like the visual
That
options.
makes sense.
I'm about to have to go check that out.
We're in there.
But overall, it's a great game. I definitely don't think, personally, it's better than Final Fantasy 16 or Baldur's Gate if we're comparing it to games
Ooh,
I've played this year.
okay.
But that's only because those games have so much more to offer. Like we're
Of
talking
course.
like a 20-hour experience versus like a 100-hour
A
experience
200
versus the
hour
other two.
experience, yeah. So
Yeah, so like that's not even fair. So, but yeah, it's a great game, and I'm happy I finally got to play it.
are you finished? Have you
I'm I mentioned a little earlier. I'm pretty much at the end. Like
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
the next time I play it, I'm probably gonna beat it.
Yep.
I'm gonna get
Awesome.
I'm gonna try to get the platinum for it, and then
Mhm.
you know we'll wait for Super Mario RPG.
Amen. Knight, how are you finding it so far?
I like it. I just hit today like 52% of the way through the game, so I'm not like that far behind. But I've been sort of like chilling on the game, but I've been doing sort of like what Flame said, doing like a lot of the side stuff.
Yep.
And it's been really fun because like in the first game, like I didn't really do it. I did like some of the side missions, but I wasn't really that into it. I was like, I'm just trying to play a Spider-Man, man. Like, fuck this shit. I'm not
fuck this
trying to help
MJ
Larry.
bitch. I'm just trying to play fucking
Right?
Spider-Man. Aunt May can fucking hold that. I'm just trying to play a Spider-Man.
That's crazy.
Are you gonna 100% it, or like are you just gonna play through it and when you're done, or like you just see what happens?
I'll see what happens. It depends on like how much like extra shit I have to do. Like if I really have to like go out of my way for some shit, I might be like, maybe not. But if it's like pretty casual, like not too much effort, then I'll probably go for it.
There you go. All right, you Todd. I know you watched it, but
yeah,
are you gonna eventually play it, or what's your vibe?
I mean, because I've already experienced it, I feel like I'm not going to end up buying it. I mean, it'll cost a decent amount, and then it's like, well, you know, I've already kind of experienced the story, but I mean, the gameplay is really fun. It's such a fun game to play, not only just the traversal and just making your way across the city, exploring everything, but the combat's pretty fun too, and introducing new combos and stuff. So
yeah,
I'll think about it. Probably not though. But yeah, it's just a really awkward release day for me, which is
absolutely.
Why?
Yeah, that's fair.
If it was like a week before, I would 100% bought it and completed it by now.
There we go. Happy days. That's Spider-Man. That's Spooderman. Big Spooderman. I'm just glad that it was a good release, right? Like,
yeah.
I mean, like we're still in this like really shitty, and this is like what games gonna be like forever. But like, games are so shit. Like they're so poorly optimized. They're such cash grabs. Like very rarely,
and
do you find games,
especially a game that was like super anticipated as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like they've definitely delivered, which I think is, all kudos to Insomniac. Like these guys are at the peak of their power. So like, why the hell not just keep running it? I suppose. So like, happy days.
Yeah.
All right.
100%. Like I'd love to see them have their hands on another IP just to see what they would do with it.
Ooh, all right, there you go. What would be an IP that you'd want them to that realistically you think that they would do, or like you'd want them to get their hands on?
Shit. Damn.
An IP that's already like established, or like a new
whatever you feel like, whatever your brain would desire, I suppose. Either or.
I think it'd be really hard to do, but a Flash, like the superhero, the Flash.
Oh yeah, that'd be crazy.
If they could somehow do that, but that would be really hard.
I don't know how you even like conceive of like the whole speed aspect of that though.
Yeah.
Know?
Well, the next game that they're actually making is Wolverine.
I did see that.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So
an X-Men game would be.
An X-Men game would be kind of litty. I'll give you that much. That'd be kind of tight.
That would be pretty dope. Plays Magneto. Oh yeah.
I think like any of like the main Avengers, I think would be cool. Like I would love
a
to
good
see, like,
Avengers game, man. Like an
yeah,
actual
like an
good
Avengers game of them.
What do you mean? We got a good Avengers game.
Oh,
didn't
shut
we?
up talking to me, man. A good
God.
Avengers game would be really sick. Like, you know, and then having you be able to like swap in and out. Like I've always like loved the idea of like the whole the GTA 5 style of like jumping in and out of like the different playable characters, but then like they kind of just continue on with their daily life, and then you kind of just like jump in and they're in a random part of the city, or they're doing something random, whatever it is. Like I think it would be pretty dope if they kind of like took that kind of concept and then put that into like an Avengers kind of style, where you could just like jump in and boop, you're with Iron Man, boop, you're with, you know, Thor, and then you're just in random ass locations doing different, you know, different things, rather than it being like sequentially, like, you know, you're gonna be this character, then this character, etc. So I would I think that would be sick. I agree. All right, happy days. All right, what do you, Todd? Do you have anything on your list you want to jump to? Anything exciting in your world?
Because I saw a couple things that Flame mentioned, so I'll go with something a bit different. So another game that had come out that Carissa is really excited about, is Alan Wake 2.
I have. Interesting. All right, talk to me.
It just came out today.
Spoiler warning for me, please.
I haven't played it at all yet. But I've just like watched a couple reviews from the big review places, and seems like it's pretty positive. And that they're going. It's like a horror, scary, thriller-ish kind of game, and they're taking things in a new direction. You know, doing things that have never been done before in a game, and it just seems really fascinating. And I've been trying to get caught up on the whole storyline of Alan Wake today, and yeah, it's a real mind fuck, that's for sure. But it looks super interesting.
I've never played an Alan Wake game. I've only ever heard of them, you know, and seen. But what's like the general premise behind the Alan Wake series? If you're aware,
it's like it's a single player story driven game that takes you through the story of the main character, Alan Wake, who is an author who writes like horror crime story.
Okay, yeah.
And basically these supernatural threats are basically making his story come to life.
Right.
And he is kind of like stuck in the middle of his own story, and he's like writing his way through the story.
Okay.
That's kind of the gist of it, but there's obviously more nuances
naturally.
to it. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool. And one of like the big things of the first game is he's trying to uncover the mystery of his wife disappeared. So he's trying to like figure that shit out as well. Yeah, so that game's actually, so the series is actually really old. It came out like it came out like in the early 2010s, I think. A remaster for it came out like very recently, or it was a remake, one of the two. I also, like, you guys have not played it, but I have a friend of mine that I talk to about like games and whatever, and he put me on. When these reviews came out for this game, I was expecting it to be good, but it actually scored really high. I think it's either like an 89 or 90 on Metacritic, which is crazy. So shout out to them for that, of course.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to those guys.
But yeah, I definitely want to pick up the I definitely want to pick up the first game and play it, because it's a story driven game. Of course, you can't just jump into the second one. I don't know when I'm gonna do that, because there's just so much stuff coming out right now. But I definitely do want to play it at some point, because the whole genre of like how that game is, that's all me. Like, I love that type of stuff. So I'm definitely looking forward to that as well.
An 89 on Metacritic.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Pretty good.
All right, now that we're on Metacritic here, can you guys? So this is the top games of this year.
So I know Baldur's Gate's one, right?
Baldur's Gate is first. Can you get the top 5?
Well, I said Zelda is one of them.
Yep, so that's second.
Baldur's Gate, Zelda, the new Super Mario Bros. Is that one?
That is 11th.
Oh,
Final Fantasy?
Nah, no shot.
Nah, it's not up there.
Spider-Man.
Also, no Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's surprising.
So for somehow
Diablo 4.
Nah, no way.
That game ass. Okay.
Oh, I got one.
There you go.
Starfield. Imagine.
So third place is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition. It came out again.
I can respect it.
You got a 94. It came out again for like the 30th time.
God.
Metroid Prime 94.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And Resi 4 also got a 93.
And Resi 4 came out.
Then you have Tetris Effect. Tetris got a 93. Let's go, big Tetris.
Let's go.
Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter 6 was 7th with a 92. Supposedly, it's actually really good. And
that's
I think the reason why it's so liked is because for the last like 2 or 3 Street Fighter games, like the company, whoever, I can't recall who makes it, but they've just Capcom have just shat on the game very consistently and done a really poor job with it. But it seems like this time they've actually put a lot of effort into it, which is positive.
I think that game kind of got drowned out by Mortal Kombat, though.
Correct.
I think that's what happened.
There is at 8th place you have Cocoon, some indie game, I suppose.
Never heard of that.
I've never heard of some indie artistic little game, I suppose. Cocoon. The closest to a negative thing I could say about Cocoon is that I wish there were more of it. Shut the fuck up, shit review. Yeah, great review. Doesn't make the game at all.
Yeah, it looks interesting. Okay.
9th is Xenoblade 3. Shout out Flame for
Goat.
Shit.
So didn't beat it, but Goat.
And then Alan Wake 2 is already 10th place. And then obviously, and on an equal score is the new Mario Bros. Game. So
yeah,
there you go. And then Flame, your Sea of Stars. I think you were talking about it a couple weeks ago.
Yep,
is 13th. So
this is a very impressive game. I mean, year for video games.
It actually seems like it, you know.
Like there's so many like amazing things coming out. We still have some stuff coming out for the end of the year as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, huh?
I said COD's coming out. Can't wait.
Modern Warfare 3, Pog.
Oh, I thought he said Todd.
Todd's coming out. Pog, let's go, dude.
Make my own game.
Nah, I can't wait for Virtual Love Secrets to come out on October 29th. Super excited for that. And Jerry Wanker and the what the fuck, and the quest for and the quest to get laid. Oh my days. What a great title for a game.
What the fuck?
Motherfuckers be making this shit. Related games. The Walking Dead. What?
What the heck?
That's crazy.
All right. Okay. Anyway, well, we were speaking about Mario, so have at it. Flame, you mentioned.
So
I haven't seen anything.
So I don't know if you guys seen it. You guys should look it up. So this is the first Mario game with the new Mario voice.
That is true.
There is a terrifying thing about it though. For whatever reason, I don't know if it's intentional or whatever, but when the characters die, they sound like horrific. Like it's actually scary. You guys should look it up while we're talking about this.
Okay.
It's actually crazy. But yeah, so people are actually like really freaking out about this game because they're saying it's the best 2D Mario like side-scrolling game since like I think Super Mario Bros. 3.
That's a big claim.
It is a big claim, but now that the game is actually out, people are like really like gassing it.
Interesting.
I personally didn't buy it. I would like to play it at some point. I'm not too crazy to buy because I mean it's fucking 2D Mario. Like, you know, I already know what it's gonna be. It's not gonna be life changing. But stuff that I did notice, like when I was watching videos and stuff, that game is very animated. They did like a really good job with stuff like that, like just simple things of like walking into pipes, picking up power ups. Like it's so like the game's like so alive. I think that's a really nice thing about it. It runs at full 60 FPS, which is surprising for the Switch.
First time the Nintendo Switch doing that.
But yeah, it means Mario, so of course they'll do it for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But But yeah, it looks very fun. I heard the co-op for it is very fun too. If you're playing with like families or your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. Um, but yeah, I would definitely like to pick it up at some point. But like I said earlier, there's just way too much stuff going on right now for me to buy a 2D Mario game. But yeah, that voice actor thing is hilarious. Let me see if I can find it for you guys.
I've just read a review which I think is hilarious. This is a review for the game. Honestly, the complete lack of story is what kills you with this game, bruh.
Bro, it's a fucking Mario game.
gave it a 7 out of 10 because it's no story.
What are you doing?
The levels are fun and imaginative, but it's starting to get a little repetitive. Also, why do I only fight Bowser Jr.? It's been very close to the same fight each time. I only have 1.5 lands left to complete. I hope it picks up. So you've reviewed the game without finishing it. I see.
Nice.
I see.
Yeah, that's kind of trash.
So you're an idiot. Yes, I see. The lack of story. You know what? I agree with that guy. I want my Mario games to be story-driven experience. I want my 2D Mario games to be story-driven experiences. I'm sick and tired of Mario games not having story involved in them. Like, what the hell are we doing?
Here we go.
This ain't Odyssey.
All right, nice. Check this clip out.
All right, I'm gonna play it so the podcast can also hear it as well. Mario death sounds are disturbing. Here we go.
God.
Oh my god.
No way, no.
Scary.
That's not real.
It's real.
That's not real. Why is he yelling like that? That's not real. Usually Mario's
that shit is scary.
Usually Mario's like, oh no, and then like,
oh my god, that's so cursed.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
Why does it like go like? Cause the Luigi one was like, wah, wah.
Did you hear fucking Toad?
No, I'm listening now. I don't believe this. It's not real.
Right, it's gonna come out in like 10 years where they actually recorded like someone getting tortured to get that actual audio clip.
These aren't real flames. There's no way these are real.
Yo, they're real, man.
There's no way.
That's horrific. I actually don't want to die because I don't want to hear that noise.
I don't believe that that's real. There's no way that they sat in the boardroom, Japan Nintendo, sat in the boardroom and was like, yes, let's make Mario go, ah! like dies. Like, there's no way. What? What are we doing, man? Oh my god.
Actually, I'm curious. I do want to see if this is real. I
don't think it's real. There's no way that's real.
I found another video and it didn't have it.
It didn't?
No.
Flame G baited?
Well, whatever that is, that thing is hilarious.
All right, here we go.
Oh no.
Let me see.
Yeah, you got baited. You got fucking baited us. Mario.
When this game came out, I saw this, like, not this video, but I saw like a million people talking about it.
It probably just got fucking circulated like crazy because when Mario died just then he's like, oh no, which is like very normal Mario. Like,
that's way better.
Imagine if they really made Mario go, he's like dying. Thank God. All right, we're back, baby. We're back. I'll play it again. All right, well, that's Mario. Yeah, are you guys gonna pick it up at all? Any thoughts on it? You guys gonna?
I might get it so that I have something to play on the way back when I go back to Australia.
Good point.
Like, it's a good casual game to pick up.
Could be a nice little co-op game with you and Carissa too, to be honest.
Oh yeah, true.
Little fun little game there. Fucking stream it. I think that'd be funny as. Some content.
And then we got challenges for each death.
Yeah, exactly. Like, whoever dies the most in each world does something. They die in real life.
Oh, damn. All right.
They have to recreate the Mario death noise as best as they can, but in real life. All right. Damn. That's Mario. Flame, talk to me about this animated drama. I did see a post of what one of the MAPPA animators did put out, and it was kind of daunting what they were saying.
So I'm gonna post a tweet.
Is it about JGK?
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm actually not. Well, I read the manga, so like I know what happens or whatever. But I'm not fully up to date on the JJK anime, so I've not seen these whatever episode they're talking about.
Yeah.
But apparently,
That's
guy was part of the episode. He said and people were like, I guess, full, like destroying him for whatever scene he quote unquote ruined. And he actually went on Twitter and he tweeted, "Everyone is not trash like me, so I know that everyone's sympathy and encouragement must be from the bottom." So yeah, I know that everyone's sympathy encouragement must be from the bottom of my heart. But right after releasing something that I'm not satisfied with, that kind of thing will have the opposite effect. So for now, I'm just dot dot dot. I want you to leave me alone. I'll make up for it with my future work. Until then, I will live my life as the worst animator who has ruined the masterpiece. So
supposedly, I'm scrolling through, but this is anime Twitter who are fucking morons anyway. But supposedly that guy was the director and the storyboard artist as well. So it was an even bigger role, which is like just as bad, if not worse.
yeah, and it's crazy like when they attack these people because they've done this like for a lot of different shows. Most recently they did this for the previous season of Bleach. They were attacking the staff and whatever because they changed something or like they just they thought something was weird or whatever, and like they like really go in on these people and like make them like literally not even want to work anymore, which is terrible.
I'm seeing some clips about like what parts of the episode that people didn't like, and I can understand why people would be upset, but at the same time, like the quality of this JJK season has been so good that like I feel like one episode with some bad animation doesn't make the whole thing bad. Like people do need to chill.
I hate anime fans. I really do. Like like it's just like you're so entitled. Like shut the fuck up. You're getting it's not like if you I just hate this idea of being like, oh, this is shit, kill yourself. Like, all right, well then you do it then, pussy. All right, you animate it. If you think you're an expert, fucking show me. And that goes in all facets of life, right? It does my head in, especially because anime fans are so entitled because they think that they know. Like, these anime fans, they fucking get on Twitter, they get like fucking 10,000 followers because they tweet the exact same fucking clip of, oh, I wish Ghibli food was real or some shit like that. And then it's just like, and then they start sitting there being like, you know what, the animation of One Piece is kind of average recently. I think fucking Satohiro Moto should fucking kill himself. And you're just like, what the fuck? Like, who the fuck are you, bro? You can't even draw. You can't even animate yourself. Like, shut up. It's just, I don't know. It grinds my gears seeing this shit because it's just like, these are real people with real lives and real jobs. And and I'm all for critiquing. I mean, look, I'm the negative Twitter presence, right? Like, I'm all for critiquing and like pointing out flaws, but back your talk. That's my biggest point. If you're gonna sit and say, "Oh, this animation shit," well, then you animate it. You know, show me how to animate. You go do fucking 300 cuts. You know, in a week's time, turn over a whole episode. That's probably like thousands of cuts and coloring and VA. You go do that in a week, and then let's talk. You know what I mean? It really grinds my gears.
Yeah, like people really don't understand like how much work it is. Like even like for example, like what me and Todd do, like bro, like just sitting there like editing a video, like it might not seem like nothing crazy, but like it takes a long time.
It's effort.
Yeah,
you know.
Oh yeah, at times like the editing is like way longer than the recordings of videos.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Like
people gotta
like
understand
one of my video like if I wasn't like we weren't doing this right now. If I were to sit down and record a video, like do a reaction or whatever, watch an episode, that's like an hour. Then like the whole process of actually like editing the video, making the thumbnail, cutting the video, doing zoom ins, fucking putting sound effects, music, uploading it to YouTube, all that shit, bro. That's like a 4 hour process. And that's like nothing compared to like what we're actually talking about. But like people don't understand the process of like that shit. Like it's very tiring. Bro, like for example, like yeah, editing, like especially like
editing GGP is fucked. Like it's so like, I don't do anything, but the fact that it takes like 40 minutes to render the 2-hour video, like that in itself is just time consuming enough. Like it's, I don't know. I just it just it does my head in so much. It's just like have some respect, man. Like just, seriously.
Yeah, and then like Todd said, like the actual product of what the season has been as a whole already, from what I've seen, because I've seen like the first 10 episodes, this season like is godly. Like this is like peak. This is a very peak season. So like I can understand being upset with like if something doesn't look like as it's supposed to, or if it just looks off. Like okay, that's one thing, but like you don't need to go on Twitter and like literally attack people over it. Like it's
like
not
I'd
that
be
serious.
concerned if this was a continued thing where every episode was like really badly animated, but this is like
story.
one episode out of the blue that is just not up to par like the others. Like people do need to chill.
Yeah,
I don't know. It just does my head in.
Like
so much.
Like not throwing shade at One Piece, of course, but One Piece is an example where like it has its great scenes, but it has its very consistent ass moments.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, it's not that, so I don't know why people are freaking out.
Like One Piece, like Wano was incredible. Like we can all attest to Wano being like absolutely amazing, right? But like there were still moments in Wano you're like, ooh.
Yeah, there was a lot of moments,
you know?
Yeah, there was a lot of moments in Wano, even like in the very like big scenes where everybody was kind of like, "Oh, this is kind of weird."
Okay, we've gone from peak to very average, but like, I think people are very entitled to have those opinions and voice them, but there's a difference between being like, oh, you know what, like that recent episode of JJK was kind of average, and then move on with your day, versus being like, hey, find the guy who animated it, go kill yourself. Like,
bro, never animate an episode again.
Yeah, exactly. That's it's pretty tangentially, but something I'm going to adopt from now on. Like there's this guy. So I don't know if you like the whole like there's like Ludwig. They have like their podcast called The Yard, and there's a guy on The Yard called Slime, and I love Slime. I think he's so funny, and I think like the way he approaches, like he's also a sociopath, but I think he's hilarious at it. And whenever anyone says anything on him on Twitter, he's like, all right, post your face and show me what you look like. as just like a check, because no one does. You know, all right, so you're a pussy then. So like, I'm just gonna adopt that mentality of like, if someone's an asshole to me on Twitter, like, all right, post your face, show me what you look like. You know, and it just kind of get at it, because I think that's hilarious. But like,
that's so good.
It's just like immediately, all right, show face, post pussy. Post your bench, post your PR bench, like, you know, just say some dumb shit like that, like, you know, and like just like full get at them, like oh yeah, Todd, you know what, your YouTube channel has been kind of shit lately. All right, show your face then, bitch. Like, show me what you look like, you know, like, and then it's just like, oh, you know, and I guarantee you, like,
gonna do that.
all these people that are like fucking greasing at anime and like this kind of stuff, I guarantee you are sat there behind their computer 18 hours a day, unemployed, government benefit head ass, greasy looking motherfuckers, neck beard head ass, ugly as all hell, stinky, and they're talking about, you know what, I think the recent MAPPA animation has deteriorated over time, and this is due to the political situation. Shut the fuck up, get a job. You know, that's like, get alive, bitch. But no, I think just shut the fuck up. Stop complaining. just enjoy. We should be very lucky that we're even getting like this shit animated. You know, like in the first place. Like the fact that JJ and like, bro, the recent chapters of JJK. I don't read JJK, but I still click on the spoilers. Bro, the shit that's going on right now is fucked up. So like, you know, I think we haven't even started yet. Like JJK is going to continue to get better and better and better as well. Like the story, you know. So people just need to relax and just let, if they slip up with one episode, then like, so be it. Move on.
Exactly. And another thing to mention is MAPPA, like they're working on
There's 35 projects right now.
Yo, they have like fucking 60 projects. They literally just finished Chainsaw Man. They're doing JJK. They're dropping fucking Attack on Titan next week. Like,
what more do you want?
Cut them a break. Like they're literally animating like all the top tier shows right now.
And we're still here complaining. So AOT, Hell's Paradise, JJK 2, AOT, the final season, part 4. They're also animating Hell's Paradise in 2024. Like, you know, like it's these guys are working overtime, man. But you know what? Like at the end of the day, like the people in this studio are like the best in the business. So like, exactly. You know, they're at the peak of their powers. So you know what? You animate it then, bitch. Fucking pussy. All right. that's our rant for the day. Now we can all continue on with our lives as is.
All right. Who's gone ahead and seen the Five Nights at Freddy movie?
Oh my god!
I have not seen that.
Yeah, neither. Bring it up.
It looks like
it doesn't have the guy that's from the Hunger Games.
Yep.
Yes.
Josh Hutcherson. Josh Hutcherson. That's it. He's fall from grace. You fucking motherfuckers in the FNAF.
So one thing I don't know anything about the movie, but one thing I found out really cool. It wasn't able to make the movie, but there was actually supposed to be a Markiplier cameo.
Oh wow! Oh my god!
Yeah, if you guys don't know, I'm not gonna say he blew the game up, but
I think he kind of did though. He was the catalyst.
Yeah, that was like a very big series back in the day of him playing Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah,
and I thought it was really cool that they were actually gonna get him in the movie, but they couldn't get him.
I wonder if he just said no. He was just like, nah, I'm good.
It was supposed to happen, but like it was like the time was off. Like it wasn't the time. That's apparently what happened.
I did see someone on Twitter today posted the whole film like on Twitter.
Oh my god!
It got taken down though. But like it was funny because like somebody made a meme Universal Studios Twitter account. And then, like, they quote tweeted the movie, said, "Oh, we'll be in contact with you," and like that shit is so funny to me. But how do you rip the whole film already? Like, how do you even get it? Like, what do you do to get it? Like, I don't understand.
The tweet I saw for that movie, it was someone reposting or replying to it. It was like, better have a good lawyer.
Yeah, better have a good lawyer or some shit. Like, it's so funny. I like when the video was still up, I did skip through it and like nothing caught my attention. I mean, from what I saw, like the animation of the like animatronics actually seemed pretty decent. I didn't see if there was any like interaction between human and animatronic, but I just skipped through the film. But like, I feel like it'd be really awkward, right? It's like animate.
I get that like it's quote unquote for kids and whatever, but I think it's kind of whack that it's not like M rated.
I guess that's probably why then. So
yeah. Yeah, I think it's like for teenagers or whatever.
It's like just enough. It's not like they're not gonna like have an animatronic fucking eat a child like in the games or some shit like that. So
yeah,
they should.
Hey, all right. Speak on that. You trying to see kids get eaten?
I'm tired of all these. No, it's not like that. I'm just saying I'm tired of all these movies that they could be like god tier, but then they just like. I mean, it doesn't have to be like, oh, if there's gore.
It makes it better or some shit.
But,
yeah.
It's not like that, but like I feel like there's more like liberties you can take when you have like the R-rated label rather than like a I forget what the PG-13. Yeah, that's what it is. Like when you have that label, like you have to like, oh, I can't do this because I might scare Betsy and or like
Betsy, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if your kid's named Betsy. If your name is Betsy out there, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? You rolled the wrong dice.
Don't watch the movie.
Yeah, don't watch this movie. Yeah, they're gonna get you. I think like they probably could have made this film if they had like gone like on the other end of the spectrum and like gone like full like hardcore like horror like gore style. They could have made this film fucking crazy. Because like I don't know if you guys know who I mean you probably do. MAPPA Game Theory. For some reason. I got so addicted to watching all the FNAF theory, like all these FNAF theory videos, like one night, and it's just like that, bro. The story runs so deep, and it's very dark and gory and like gruesome and like it's wild, Like they and then like and now like you mentioned that obviously the film was targeted at a much younger demographic, so they naturally weren't going to go onto like the other end of the spectrum. Like it just makes you think like, what if they did go like Saw style of like, all right, here you go, animatronics, they're gonna fucking kill you, like, and we're gonna have a full like, proper like have it like very much so aligned to the actual to the shows themselves, but I mean so the games themselves, but I mean it is what it is. Todd, are you gonna go see it then? Since you brought it up.
Bro, I've already got my ticket. I'm going.
Yeah, there we go. As you got
time, dude.
Let's fucking go.
That's what you're actually doing after the pod, right? You know, and gonna go see it early, dude.
Oh man. Yeah,
Freddy Faz Kuma.
I will pass.
Freddy Faz Kuma.
That's crazy.
This guy, man. All right, I think we can chat about AOT, and then I think we leave the rest of the show for a bit of One Piece talk. Unless there's not much to chat about AOT. Flame, is there much going on in the AOT realm?
Well, general AOT, we've already talked about this a million times, but I think it's nice to give it its final send off. It is finally fucking ending.
I know, thank fuck.
Next week, next Friday, we can finally have the discussion about it's over. Like we don't gotta talk about this no more.
Being over,
no
dude.
more. Everybody, we've already seen this.
Wait, like they unless they're gonna do like an anime only ending and they're gonna like change it.
Oh, you reckon?
Well, I have a friend.
It's not happening.
I have a friend, and he is in the.
My dad works at MAPPA.
My dad works at MAPPA, but he is in the whole sphere of like AOT like theory shit. And the shit that he says to me, he's like, yeah, well, like, there was the bird at the very start of season 1. It was next to the tree, and that's the tree that was this. And then because of this, they're going to do, and like, there was this interview where blah, 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 blah. And like, you know, AOT is actually based upon Isayama had like this favorite manga, and it's based upon that. And in that manga, like, the world, fucking everyone died, and like, he didn't do it because, and I'm just like, relax. Like, you need to chill the fuck out, you know? It ain't that deep. But I think that there's still opportunity for them to do an anime only ending, and I hope that they do and give it the ending that it deserves. But I doubt it as well.
It's not gonna happen. Like, bro, they've already announced that they're dropping another volume of the final volume.
Yeah, they're redoing it.
With another like 20 additional pages. I'm like, bro, how many fucking pages are you gonna add? This fucking ending is not changing.
Isayama's a bitch. I'm gonna keep it a stat. Isayama's a bitch. The fact that he conformed to what his audience, like to what the editors and his audience wanted, as opposed to doing the ending that he wanted. Like, you're a pussy for that. Do what you want.
No, like I agree. Like, I love the story. I think it's amazing and whatever. But he had his premise, his goal, and what it was going for. If he would have went through with it, you know, whatever the case was, it was incredible. It was gonna be amazing. To have the spoiler warning, to have the fucking main character bitch out at the fucking end and literally cry on the floor talking about, I don't want Mikasa to be with anybody but me.
Yeah, you're a pussy.
I don't care if I'm not here anymore.
You're a pussy.
Like, bro.
I never forget the day that I read chapter 137 and it made me hate the fucking series. When you know, we're going full spoilers now. When Mikasa fucking flew inside, you know, the whole Eren fucking Titan shit, and then she's like, the head is right there, the gross, and she kisses it. What the fuck is going on?
Bro,
kill him.
The craziest part about that entire scene is the page before that is like one of the best things of all time.
Oh, it's incredible.
Where you fucking realize that the first panel of the entire fucking series is him reliving his whole fucking life.
Yes,
that's the craziest shit ever.
Yes.
And then you page flip and she's fucking making out with his fucking decapitated
head.
This
demonic creature that's just killed like so many human beings. Like, what the fuck?
If the next chapter wasn't what it was, maybe that scene wouldn't even be that bad.
And then she's like sat there like fucking petting the fucking tombstone, being like, "It's alright, buddy. You know, we're all okay now."
Fucking touching a scarf and shit, like, bro.
She's like sniffing it and shit still. Like, what the fuck? Oh my! It just does. It did like Isayama should have just fucking sent it and have Eren kill everyone, and then have the final panel of him like looking over the horizon at like what he did. And just being like, shit.
I don't think I'd be able to handle seeing that like in anime. Like, I'm a react to that episode when it comes.
Yeah, we react to it.
I'm reacting to it. Yo, I swear to God, if I see that, I'm gonna pause it and I'm going in on it. Like, I don't care.
Bro, I swear, like, bro, like, cause that whole sequence of like them, like fighting all of the Titans and like, bro, Levi coming out of his gravestone, like, and coming back, and like, it's incredible. And then you just have Mikasa holding this. Oh, why?
It just leaves such a sour taste after
like
such
it
a
did because
series.
because I was I remember watching season 1, and then obviously it had the massive hiatus, right? And I was like, AOT pretty poggers. And I remember watching season 2 and be like, oh fuck, like this is really good. And then, you know, I hopped on and started reading it, and I was reading like as much as I possibly could at that point. And then it was just like, I was like, okay, he's gonna do it. You know, Eren's gonna fucking kill everyone, and like it's gonna end in the way that he intended to end. And then Mikasa starts manging on this guy, and I'm just like, all right, Isayama, you're a pussy. You're a pussy. And then that's when I found out, like, you know, in interviews he was like concerned about the ending, and he didn't want to like go with an ending that his audience wouldn't like, you know, wouldn't enjoy. And I'm like, bro, end it how you want to end it.
Yeah, and then you went with one that nobody enjoyed.
And then everyone's like, this is ass. why they kiss it? Ew. Like, what are we doing, man? That's why I love it gets me a little concerned for Oda. I don't think he would conform, but I really hope that he continues going down a path that he wants to like continue down, and that he isn't swayed by what other people or what editors or what the audience like. I know there have been interviews where he said like, oh, Battle Shonen gets way too serious, so I like mine being goofy and silly and stuff. But I just hope that continues, because if he also conforms, like, it would be heartbreaking if One Piece ending is absolute dog water.
Right, but I mean, I feel like that's a lot different though, because like we're not doing genocide in One Piece.
Hey man, I don't know. Luffy could turn up.
Luffy's destroying Fishman Island though.
Oh,
it's true. Oh,
holding them fishies hostage.
They're my people now. I own this land. All right, pussy boy.
God.
Oh, I mean, I'm glad. I agree with you. I'm glad it's just ending. I'm glad it's just ending. I'm glad that it's done. I'm glad that the memes of the final season part 2, the final season part 4, the final season, the finale again, you know, part 7, right, like, it's done.
Let's all take a guess or a bet. All Will they change the ending? Yes or no?
I'm gonna say yes, just to be different. No. I'm gonna say yes.
I'm saying no.
No, I doubt it.
Just imagine the end. Imagine if it was different, and like he kills everyone, and he's like, and then like the show ends with him just like standing there looking over the wasteland of bodies, and then it fades to black and the credits roll.
Yeah, imagine. He says like that's some crazy shit like this in my world.
He succeeded in what he wanted to do.
Exactly, you know, he satisfies his goal. You know, he succeeds in what, and then it flashed back to the tree, and then there's the theory of like he impregnated that fucking queen lady with the blood of the you know, the child is his, and you know he repeats the cycle of the Titans again, and you know, all that kind of shit, man.
Bro, if they did something like that, like you'll hear me scream from New York. Like it's that serious.
All right, there you go. AOT.
And then Eren wakes up and it was all a dream.
Shut the fuck up.
No. And then we
wake up. You're late for school.
You're late. And then it cuts to like the little side series of like them at school and shit like that, like the little mini manga like shit.
And then we fucking wake up and realize it's not the ending. We got the real one.
We got the real one.
Oh my god! Speaking of fucking wake up. Bro, did you guys see the fucking Dragon Ball Daima trailer?
All right, talk to me.
Oh no!
Fucking, we got fucking diapers and pacifiers. I don't know what's going on. I went into that expecting fucking I didn't know any spoilers, any Daima. Leaks or anything.
Yeah.
But apparently this was leaked like a year ago, which that's crazy.
And no one believed it or some shit.
Yeah, no one believed it. But I thought this was like the continuation of Super or whatever. Apparently, this series is taking place before Super, I believe. So we're going back again. Everybody's just being transformed into a baby. Like everybody. So I guess the actual kids in the series are going to be blown to
not
fucking
existent. I don't know.
I don't. Another super terrible thing is everybody was excited that Trunks and Goten are actually like characters now. They're literally in pacifiers and diapers again.
What?
Not
I've never watched Dragon Ball. I have no idea of like what it's about and stuff. How does this make any sense to then go back to read? Like, I don't get the timeline.
Yeah, so this is apparently not canon. So this is gonna be similar to like Dragon Ball GT.
So why the fuck do you make it? Make some canon shit, man.
I don't know. Why the fuck are they babies? What's going on?
Why are you a child? What are you doing here? Oh my
Considering, like, everyone wanted to see like them continue the story of Super, and then they're like, "Oh, here's this random shit that makes no sense."
Was Super canon?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Dragon Ball Super takes place after Dragon Ball Z.
And the manga is still ongoing for Dragon Ball Super. Like, they've got stuff to actually work on. They have content to make anime episodes for, but they're just not doing it.
Why?
It doesn't make sense. It literally prints money.
I guess that's why, because it does literally print money. So they can make fucking Goku as a little baby and he goes Super Saiyan and shits his pants and it's gonna make him $1 billion.
Like, bro, in fucking 6-7 months, we're gonna be sitting here on GGP. I'm gonna be telling you, I'm pulling on Dokkan.
I'm pulling on Dokkan for Super Saiyan
baby God, Goku. Baby Goku. Like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be so silly.
Oh my god,
I'm gonna watch it, but
yeah, you're part of the problem. We're all part of the problem. We're still gonna watch it. We're gonna still support it.
God, I was gonna say the last thing. I reacted to the trailer on my YouTube channel, and I remember I was saying like, I'm hoping to see some new stuff. I was talking about how, I like the newest movie, but I want to see Goku and Vegeta. I don't really want to see all these side characters. And some random dude he was like, "Oh, dude doesn't like Goku and Piccolo," so I turned it off. I was like, "What?
What the fuck?" No one asked.
Some weirdos.
Hey, post face.
Yeah, post face.
Post face, pussy.
Yep.
I just realized I was now subscribed. So that's, there you go. That's a shout out. Go sub to Flame. Go sub to Todd. Go sub to Knight.
Yep.
He might post some content.
Hey. Yeah, maybe.
You also go sub to GGP. Next month. Oh.
Go sub to the captain.
No, don't do that to me.
Go sub to GGP.
Yeah, actually do that. And go watch the fucking videos, man. We've felled off, guys. We've felled off. GGP's felled off.
2024 our year.
Yeah, we're gonna keep doing the same shit and still have fun. So we all. Cool. All right. Now let's chat. We haven't chatted One Piece for a while. So I think it's I'm gonna
warning.
Yeah, spoiler warning, Carissa, get out of the video now. This is your
she's not home yet.
This is your moment. Get away. Yeah. We will be talking about spoilers until we get to the Q&A, so just keep that in mind. Kuma the goat. That's my goat.
Yes, sir.
I love him. I love Kuma.
Big demonic spider.
Big demonic spider, Donnie.
Oh,
Luffy smoked Kizaru.
God Valley.
God Valley, what the fuck? God Valley.
Shinky.
Shinky's there, dude. It's so
Captain
cool.
John, baby.
Captain John is there too. It's fucked. I really just said, here's 2 panels. Goodbye. Never to be seen again.
It's a his 2-piece.
Gee, we're in there, dude. Oh, I love Kuma. Kuma's so adorable. I love him so much. He's so cool.
Oh, I can't wait for him to get another shitty legend.
Yeah, baby.
baby Kuma legend.
baby Kuma, baby Eva dual legend.
There you go. There was some really cool comparison points after that recent chapter of when Kuma returns back to the Rivi, so the Rev army, and then he gets the program to run away, And then you have like Ivankov as yelling like, "Do you not remember my face?" Like blah blah blah. And then like obviously with the recent chapter and the panel of like Ivankov saying like, "Oh, you'll never forget like my face ever," or something like that. Like,
oh, that's crazy.
You know, I was like, "Fuck, Otter's in his bag." Like that guy is whipping. You know what I mean? And there's also a lot of sequences where, like for example, when Kuma was sat outside of the Sunny on the Return to Sao Bowdy, you have like the rays of sunlight are hitting him, and then you can like compare that to like as a child, like whenever Kuma's like praying or something like that as a child, you have the rays of like the sun god are always on top of him, so like that constant belief the whole time is like has like maintained per se. And I guess and it's crazy how like he believes in the sun god Nika, and like all the shit he did for Luffy, it's like, does he know? Is Dragon know? Like, does anyone have any knowledge? Like, you know, like, it's fucked. It's, I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed.
Yeah, because that was always a question, like, why was he doing all that? Like, why was he protecting the Sunny and all that shit?
Bro, if someone told me that Kuma's backstory was relating to God Valley featuring Roger and
Rocks
and all this shit, like, bro,
and Garp
and potentially Shanks's dad, like, what are you talking about?
I want to know how the fuck this little Winnie girl was able to broadcast this message. What kind of power does she have? Like, because this was meant to be a secret event, right? Like the whole culling of God Valley, and then fucking Rock pulls up. Like, what?
So
that was crazy.
I may have missed it, but what was the exact reason why all these people decided to come to God Valley? Was it literally because of the Devil Fruit prizes, or I think so.
Yeah, I think it was Winnie, like the little girl. She put out a broadcast to be like, "Oh, there's like these." Like devil fruits, because I think Winnie was the one that said like, "Oh, there's the paw fruit, and then there's the Kaido fruit." Oh, well, obviously the Kaido fruit now, but like she was the one that was saying like, "Oh, 2 of the fruits are this," and then like, "How do you know?" She said, "Oh, Tihi, I know." And I guess like she kind of like was the one that
a bit
brought it out. Like, how does she know? Like, she's fucking sick as a child. And then it's cool how like that's kind of now not confirmed, but you can kind of make the assumption that obviously that's Bonnie's mum. Which is kind of dope.
Yeah.
Like, bro,
Bro, there's panels in that newest chapter of Big Mom. She looks just like Bonnie. Like,
yeah,
this shit is crazy to me at least. She looks just like her. Like, I'm like actually tweaking out.
And then you have this little Winnie girl who's just like, hello. But like, it's, I don't know. I just love Kuma. I love what he stands for. I love like, you know, how he's just there to like help people, and you know, and then simultaneously he's this fucking sick ass buccaneer who has like giant blood, who's not really like, it's just so cool, you know, like he's such a dope ass character, and like the whole Kuma backstory of like his dad and his mum just fucking, like, his dad is dying, like, you know, and he's just like,
nah, that was crazy.
Like, you know, like his dad just died. I didn't notice that his dad died, and someone said, yeah, he died. I'm like, what do you mean? I went back and looked at the panel. He got fucking blasted, and I'm just like, oh my god, like, what the hell? Like, oh, Otter's just in his bag right now. Like, he cannot put a foot wrong with One Piece, and he's just doing so well, you know. Like, it's crazy.
I mean, for me, I need to see how this arc's gonna end, but this could very easily be like the best arc in One Piece. Egghead.
Yeah,
it's a big
100%.
I mean,
we don't know what's going on.
Yeah, because when you think about it, Egghead is not just what's going on Egghead. It's everything else around the world that's happening at the same time.
Yep,
it's a good point.
And the craziest thing about Egghead, me and my friend always talk about this. The craziest thing about Egghead is everything that's already happened. The hype of Egghead is they always said this is like the biggest incident and whatever.
Yep.
That has not even happened yet. Whatever the fuck that is, that has not happened yet.
Bro,
so, for it to be that crazy, I don't even know.
Bro, the fact that the Gorosei pulled up and he's a fucking demon spider, like,
dude. When he spawned, I went fucking nuts.
And when he looks at you, you die.
He looks crazy.
You look at him and you're dead. Like, what the hell is going on?
Sabo was in a room with all of the Gorosei.
With all of them, and he got out.
Bro.
Like, what?
What a beast.
So something that I really thought was cool about that chapter is a lot of like the big transformations or big reveals in One Piece are like they're kind of like goofy, something of that nature, which is okay because that's what he was always going for. I really like that he did not make him look like goofy. Like he looks
he's a fucking
terrifying.
badass. Like he
looks crazy.
Like it just makes you think like, is it a devil fruit? Is it like a demonic, like, is he actually a demon incarnate? Is this the whole, like, is this gonna follow like the Diablo storyline or some shit of like the Im's Diablo and like all the other, like the Gorosei, like the other demons that are related to Diablo? Like, there's so much that been pulled from this.
I mean, obviously we need to see the other ones and stuff and whatever, but I think that they're using something new. Like, I don't know if it, like, I don't know if they, I don't think they have hockey. Maybe they do, but I think whatever that shit he did where like he's blowing people's brains out.
Like,
I don't think that's hockey. Like, I think he's like he has some like demon shit. Like,
I think he made a deal with the devil so he could live forever or some shit like that, like immortality.
Also,
or like whatever
another thing. Now that we've seen him, we've seen his demonic pentagrams and whatever. Back to the chapter where they first revealed that, like in the throne room, when there's that tail thing that goes through Cobra, and we were talking about if we thought that was a demon tail. I think it's a demon tail now.
I think Im is. It kind of makes sense, like, now you're looking at the story of like Luffy's technically now the god. He's like the god of, he's the god that people like praised for happiness and joy and like protection, and then having Im be the counterpart of like the devil incarnate. Like, you now have this really sick dichotomy of like good versus bad, more or less. And it fuck me, man. Otter's way too talented. I'll never understand. I'll never fathom how you can be that good at what you do.
So another quick point to mention out. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but people were talking about this a few weeks back. So if you look at this panel I'm about to post, if you look in the back, they have shit on the wall, and those things it literally looks exactly like the thing that they respawned out of. And this is literally their reveal chapter, like in Skypiea.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like it. I don't know if that's a reach, but if that's actually like a legit thing, that's like insane.
Otter's fucking menace to society.
Yeah, like why would you put that on the walls? And that's a lot of detail.
Yeah.
Bro, Sanji getting blown back as well by Sadden. Like, hold that. Frankie the goat.
Shout out to Frankie.
Frankie clutched up. Strong right, clutch.
Strong right, baby.
But like, it also like gets me a bit concerned for like Luffy himself, right? Luffy gets into Gear 5 and he's so limited on the time that he has in the Gear 5 form. Like, he's out. Bonnie's out. Zoro can't clutch up this time. I'm sorry, Zoro fans, but there's no way. Like, he's still fighting Lucci. Like, what the rock? And then you have Bonnie, Bonnie's gone ski, and fucking like, what's gonna happen here? Like, what? Like, who's saving the day? Who is saving the day this time? Like, what's gonna occur?
Yeah, I mean, the safest option is like just Kuruma bouncing in and blowing everyone away.
Yeah, I think this is, I guess, my little theory. I think that if there was going to be any perfect time to kill off Kuma, which I think Kuma is a very killable character, I think that this would be the best point in time for them to kill him off. I don't know how he's gonna get there because as of right now, we do not know where the fuck he went flying to.
Bro, he was with the Kainu. He took a full on punch from a Kainu. Now he just literally walked away. Like, what?
Right. So from what we know as of right now, when he does send people flying, like, it takes multiple days, unless that applies to himself, which that would be insane because this dude could just literally teleport anywhere he wants.
Yeah,
I don't think he'd be able to make it there in time because whatever's happening is happening in one day. But I do think it would be crazy if he hypothetically came. There was like a big, like, oh my god, him and Bonnie moment. He kind of got his memory back, and he says something to her. and then like maybe Saturn kills him or some shit like that. That would be crazy. But like I said, I don't know how he would actually get to Egghead. Another big thing that just nobody talks about, but because Oda just hasn't shown it, somebody from fucking Blackbeard's crew's there. Don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah,
but,
Blackbeard is
they're
like
there.
Blackbeard is approaching as well. Like there's still like Blackbeard's crew, approaching as well. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm guessing it's fucking Lafitte and Katarina. I think because those are the only two people we have not seen. Why are they there? Maybe they're trying to steal devil fruit or some shit. I don't know what's going on.
Bro, it's just like I'm looking back through the panels now, like fucking you genuinely had the rocks pirates, all the demons pull up. Like what the fuck?
That panel's crazy.
That panel's fucking wild.
So there's like a little bit of discourse with that panel. There's a panel, I forgot which one it is. I think it's like the next page where they show like a silhouette of somebody. They don't show his face.
Yeah.
People are saying, do you think that's Rocks? Because there's people saying that's not Rocks because they said Rocks jumped ahead.
I think,
but
isn't it?
But why not show his face if it's not him?
Yeah, I think that they'll show his face. I don't know. I don't think it's Rocks. It could be because they haven't like those two didn't talk, but yeah.
Well, my reasoning is I think it's him because they're not showing him. Why would if it was just some like random person?
Who the
like I don't know, fucking like Captain Billy or some bullshit. Why not show his face? Like what the fuck? Why not?
Who the fuck's this bad bitch with fucking Garland? Oh, I've just posted for you guys. Who the fuck's that little baddie on the left hand side there with it? Like,
Shank's mom confirmed.
Shank's mom confirmed. But like, and that's the crazy part, right? I know, like obviously. There was always the assumption that Roger passed the hat on to Shanks, who passed on to Luffy. But the fact that Roger's wearing the straw hat, like, in that panel, I think is really fucking cool. And I think that... Bro, is that Bogard with Garp there? Bogard, my goat. Bogard is my goat. My goat.
I'm so tired of seeing him, bro.
Bro, it was all over the live action. It was everywhere, man. It was there every time. Oh,
fucking guy, man.
I just love, I think the fact, also, fucking the fact that Ivankov is just like, like, on God, why the fuck is Ivankov on God Valley? Like, what are you doing there? But,
super left field.
You're bro, but you know what? I think you're right. I think Kuma pulling up makes sense because I'm now looking back through the chapter and like there was like a kind of commotion between Saturn and Kuma on God Valley or whatever, like when he was a child. So like,
which is crazy,
which is wild, and the fact that they got away, also wild.
I wonder if so we're still in the Kuma flashback right now.
Yeah.
If we're gonna see like Kuma become older and how he was like, I guess, forced to become the cyborg,
yeah,
and maybe we get to see Dragon and how the Revolutionary Army was spawned.
Because like, where did Ivankov go? I mean, Ivankov said, Ivankov just dipped.
Yeah, right? Ivankov just said, I'm off to be gay or something, and then just ditched.
That's crazy.
Then I'm off to see the big gay. I think I love the dynamic between Ginny and Kuma. It's very wholesome. It's very sweet. Kuma is just so cool. I love Kuma so much, man. I think he's such a sick character. Like I think you mentioned earlier, like I was not expecting Kuma to be the crux of Egghead. And like the such a massive figure in Egghead, but like here we are, so. And it's so cool because then we know like this is where Kaido got his devil fruit from. Like, Big Mom naturally had stolen it off Ivankov here, and then like given it to Kaido. And like I hope Oda doesn't tease us and doesn't show us an actual like fight between like what like how did Garp and Roger team up?
Yeah, like no, they're not gonna show us.
Like that's is it off screen? That's be so upsetting if that's the case, bro. But like. It's so cool. It's so sick.
The crazy part about right now is like what's actually happening in present time, like I like very low key. I don't want to go back right now.
Go, keep me in God Valley. I want to see the fight between the Rocks Pirates, Garp, and Roger.
Do you think we are gonna get a Rocks reveal in this flashback?
No. I feel like if we were gonna get it, it would have been this chapter that just came out.
I would hope so, right? Like, surely. I mean, I guess like Otto kind of did dip out of God Valley because like Kuma ate the devil fruit, Saturn pulled up, and then he kind of like, then Kuma kind of stood up to Saturn, which I think is really cool, and then somehow like he disappeared. He just like saved 500 people or whatever, which is just like, how did that even happen? You know, like maybe Saturn dipped out of God Valley because like the big fight happened between like the Rocks Pirates and like Roger and Garp, or so I do agree. I think that now would have been the best time to show it. However, I do hope that there's so much more to delve into God Valley, so we'll have to. Is that because that's oh my god, like looking at Rox's crew is fucked when you like look at like just how deep it runs. Like, you know, just like how the fuck did he get all those dons together? Made no damn sense.
Makes no sense.
It's crazy that they had all those people and like they still weren't the strongest.
Roger really did pull up and hold this. Like, that's crazy.
Like,
you know?
like honestly, like I feel like it's like baffling in a way. Like I feel like something had to have happened. Like I don't think that they're straight up beating them.
Well, maybe the God Knights helped.
I wonder what figure.
Or maybe like
or
maybe the what's it called? The Gorsei pulled up the demons or something.
Well, like Saturn was there.
No, what is that? What is that image?
What Otto took away from us? What Otto could have given us, dude? We could have had Ivankov as a dragon. Instead, we got Ivankov as a gendered transforming Donnie or some shit. I don't know.
Actually, something I just realized as well in regards to Egghead, in terms of like a potential way that they are escaping or for something to happen. Remember the giant that activated when Luffy used Gear 5?
Yeah.
So that hasn't been resolved yet either, hasn't it?
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
So that has to show up again at some point, probably. Yep. The ancient technology being activated through the drums of liberation.
I think a very big takeaway, like on a side note, is seeing what Luffy did to Kizaru. Big shout out to Kaido, man. My man Kaido was eating them hits, man.
And he had like 16 other fights beforehand. Like he was in his bag. You know?
Yeah, Kizaru took one serious hit and he's talking about I'm out of commission.
I need to tap out. Apologies, boss. I'll get him next time.
Yeah, just like we just need some time for the flashback.
Yeah. I actually like because I'm going back and looking at 1095 now, and like at the very very end before the Kuma flashback, like Saturn's like holding Bonnie up to the sky pretty much, and it's just saying, all right, everyone aim for a killer. Like, you know, so like who's jumping in to save the day? Like Luffy's out of commission, the Straw Hats are all preoccupied. Vegapunk is gonna do jack shit.
Sentomaru's dead, right?
Sentomaru's pretty much dead as well. Maybe it is the giant that's awakening or something like that. Like maybe like that comes in and like causes a commotion.
About to have homeboy Kaku pull up.
Kaku,
yes, sir.
No.
Yes, sir.
Bro. Bro. Oh.
Hey, this might be a prime spot for the Blackbeard Pirates to pull up.
I think like the only options that are really available that like we're aware of are like the Blackbeard Pirates pull up, Kuma pulls up, or like that robot awakens and then causes a ruckus.
It's definitely gonna be. It's either gonna be the robot or Kuma. If we're being serious.
Yeah, Kuma pulling up would be so fucking cool as well though. Like that'd be. It would also be very upsetting because like Kuma then never got to see like the sun god Nika because he probably will die if he pulls up. There's no way that he doesn't get killed.
He'll probably see like if he does die like right before he dies, it's probably like when Luffy will get up.
He'll like go, okay, I'm recharged now. Like, let's run it. All right. One Piece is crazy good once again.
It is. You'd love to see it.
Also, before we segue out, I think next week in the anime is when we're getting Shanks versus Green Bull.
Shanks on the hockey talkie.
No wait, isn't it Momo and Yamato in that first?
Yeah, it should be Momo. Yeah, they're fighting Green Bull first, I think. Momo and Yamato.
Well, I meant next week, as in like next Saturday, not tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, you're gonna have them fighting them, and I can't wait for the little like cutaway to like Luffy and Zoro and such, like sat on the hill. Like, should we help them? Like, negative. Like, we've done enough.
It's so funny. I think it was like the last episode or the episode before where like Luffy wakes up and then Yamato's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna join your crew," and then Carissa's like, "Oh what? Yamato's gonna join the crew?" I'm like, "Yeah, totally."
Yeah, then she's here. She is.
Yeah, 11 Straw Hat.
It's finally happening. I think Oda's still a bitch for doing that though. Like baiting everyone and then being like, just kidding, I have to help Momo. Like, what the fuck?
Like, I don't mind that like he kept Yamato behind, but don't make it so like you basically made Yamato join and then last second you said no.
He does it every time.
Not done that.
Like Robin, really same thing. Fucking like Frankie, same thing. Brooke, same shit. Like every character joins and doesn't actually join. Vivi. Like it's always the same shit, man. The same premise every time.
At least Carrot and a Straw Hat.
Dude, Carrot Carrot fans down horrendous, dude. Carrot got at post Wano. She became the head of the fucking zoo, and then never seen again. Not even goodbye.
Yep.
Nothing.
Carrot fans in the barrel with Caribou right now.
That's what I'm saying. It is crazy how like Carrot was with the Straw Hats for so long, and then did not get a proper farewell. Just like, all right, see you later. Like deuces, we're out. Oh, all right. That's that. Good. Another. Dude, I love One Piece, man. Fucking Otter's the GOAT. That's just said and done. All right. Well, from the show into into everyone's favorite moment, it's the shout outs. Well, hey, woohoo, ooh, yes, we love that.
Go.
If you, as per usual, if you made it this far and you've been enjoying today's episode, I'm gonna pick the comment today. Comment comment what you think would be a Mario death sound if you have to make it. Comment your Mario death noise in the comment section down below if you made it this far. While you're there, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. It helps out a great deal. And also, if you want to support us financially, you can hit the join button. Plenty of different tiers. You get access to the episodes early as well, which is always good. And keep in mind, the OPTC award show is coming up very soon. So, you will probably get access to that in advance to other people on top of that too. So long as I'm actually not lazy and I start making the actual voting form. So look forward to that in the coming weeks. But with that being said, I want to give a shout out to our GGP producer of Alexander Wisniewski, our perfect member of Bryan, Kisa, McDermott, our great members of MyDrunkenMoneky and Cswins, and our good members of Ryoiin, Stump D, Gacha, Red Halo, Dr. E Recshin, Wankafella, and Schallo. Thank you guys for the continued support. We do greatly appreciate it. And from everyone's favorite section into the shoutouts, into everyone's actual favorite section, it is the Q&A.
Q&A.
Oh, it always makes me smile every time. If you have any questions, send them through to us via our Twitter at GGP Podcast or our YouTube community tab. Not a lot of questions this week, but we'll go through them regardless. First question from at King Spider XD. They ask, if you all had to fight each other, who would win? Oh my god. Who's winning?
I feel like we've had this question.
I don't know why people want to know if we're going to do a brawl.
People just really want to see us fight. Like, what the
all right, well, if you get us to 1 million subscribers by the end of this year, we'll make it happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Brawl in Tokyo.
I think we'll brawl like Shibuya Crossing or some shit. I don't know. We'll make
JJK IRL.
JJK real, and then we'll get told to kill ourselves because the animation's really bad. I don't know who'd win a fight. I reckon Knight will pull out a shank and start stabbing people. That's what I think. I think he's a dirty fighter.
That's crazy.
I think you're a dirty fighter.
He's a sneaky.
Sneaky little snake. I reckon you'd be.
Sneakers.
Next question. At Ace of Jesters 29, they ask, I'm assuming this is about Treasure Cruise. What would you like to see updated or improved?
No, this is just a generic question.
All right, what would you update or improve? I think I'd like to see taxes get reduced.
Healthcare.
Healthcare improve.
Oh yeah.
Life in general go up. You know, that'd be kind of nice. I'd like to see interest rates go back down.
Access to medicine.
Yeah.
Access to basic necessities and essentials.
Inflation reduction.
Yeah. You know, I like to see my stock prices improve again. You know. Yeah, there you go. That's what I'd like to see updated or improved in life. You know, so yeah, hopefully we can make that stuff start happening. Next question. From @obsidian_steed_. They ask, what are your hot takes you got for One Piece, be anime, characters, pacing, etc.? Want to see some chaos this podcast. What are your One Piece hot takes?
I'll go one.
Go for it.
Whitebeard's death more impactful than Ace's.
Yes, I agree, actually.
I agree.
I agree. I think
a lot of people hate it when I say that.
Really? Like, what did Ace's death provide over Whitebeard's death?
People are just like Ace fanboys.
Bro, Whitebeard died saying the One Piece is real and reignited the entire pirate ecosystem.
Whitebeard's death is like literally one of the best moments in the whole series.
I agree.
Ace's death was, I guess, more tragic, but
yes, it like corrupted Luffy, but like he died and moved on.
Whitebeard's whole final sequence was like iconic.
Bro, like him dying and like the legacy of the old pirate era going with him and opening the path to the new era. You gotta have rocks in your head if you think otherwise. These fucking Ace fanboys. Ryoiin, I see you. Ryoiin's an Ace fanboy.
Whitebeard dying got freaking Shanks to roll up.
That is true. Yeah, that is fucking Ace dying was like, who the fuck is that guy? Like, didn't ask. Oh, all right. What else you guys got?
I'm trying to think.
I think here's one. I think if you in a vacuum, if you take peak Kaido and peak Luffy, Kaido wins.
Does he have Gear 5 off the rip?
Peak.
Nah,
I think Kaido wins.
I also think Kaido wins.
I think Kaido wins because I think that Luffy got very fortunate that Kaido had 30 other fights before he got to Luffy. Kaido literally killed Luffy.
Kaido was also using his flame clouds the entire fight too.
Full haki, like he was expending a lot of energy the whole time. So if you put him in a vacuum, it was just them two going, you know, punch for punch. I think Kaido. What was the saying always? Like, always bet on Kaido, and I think that still holds true.
Yeah.
That's my One Piece hot take. I don't think anyone beats Kaido.
Yeah, I mean, at least current, like in the series, yeah, I feel like Kaido is probably still the strongest character that has ever shown up. I mean, then again, we haven't seen the full might of the Gorosei.
Sounds crazy.
I don't know. Yeah. And then we haven't seen the full might of Shanks yet either.
I'm taking God King Shanks.
or Dragon. Because Dragon
it's
might
true,
have
yeah. Dragon being the most wanted man, like, you know, he's got to have some sort of strength about him.
I can't even think of any other hot takes.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something serious.
Damn, dude.
One Piece is just that good, you know. Who do you
Fishman Island is a decent arc. Because everyone else hates it, apparently.
Wait, which arc?
Fishman Island.
Fishman Island.
Oh,
yeah. I think it's overrated. I actually don't find it as atrocious as everyone else.
I think people don't like Hody. I don't think people like Hody.
You said you think Fishman Island's overrated? Is that what you said?
No, I said overhated. Overhated.
All right, yeah. my hot take: why you should skip Skypiea? No,
oh my god! I think that is a hot take. The fact that people hate Skypiea, I will not understand.
Yeah,
I thought Skypiea was good.
Definitely an L for those people.
Yeah. God, that's crazy.
It is a hot take, though.
It is.
That is a hot take.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't really think I have a hot take, to be honest.
Who's the most overrated villain in One Piece?
Oh, actually, before we get to that, I do have a hot take.
I
don't think Zoro and Sanji are equal. I think Zoro's stronger than him. That's my hot take.
Has to be true. I think Jinbei's stronger than Sanji. You can hold that. I love Jinbei.
I don't think that.
Nah, I'm kidding.
Even though he has a higher bounty, I don't think he's stronger than. And I don't want to hear that in water bullshit either.
In water, pussy boy.
In water though.
Hey, if we pull up with the water though, you
can't ignite a treat in water.
Oh, guess what? My boy could go in the fucking water.
Yeah, at least he can swim. Zoro. I know Zoro can as well. Yeah, who's the most overrated villain in One Piece?
Kisa just came back.
All right. Hello, Kisa. Welcome.
Hi guys, how's it going?
Welcome.
Hola.
Kisa, what's your One Piece hot take?
My One Piece hot take.
Corazon's the best character.
Corazon's death was more impactful than Whitebeard's.
Not easy.
Oh my god, that is 100% accurate.
What?
I'll be
real?
well, actually, what I'll say is in a similar.
Oh no, you're not.
Nice.
You can't justify
I will
it.
say, Whitebeard died. I couldn't give two shits.
What?
I'm like, dude, I'm like, oh man, the old dude's dead.
What?
Guys, and I was bawling my eyes
There you
out
go, Todd.
in tears at
There's
my
your.
parents' house. I was a complete disaster.
It's so ironic that Todd brought up the fact that Whitebeard's death was more impactful than Ace's, and you've come in and said Ace's death is more impactful than Whitebeard's.
Wow, that's really what he said?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have.
Oh no! Okay.
No.
Good.
We're gonna pop the Corazon devil fruit on this one.
We're gonna zone out of that one. Well, I mean, since Carissa's here, Carissa did ask a question.
Wait, Todd can't hear. Hold on, Todd can't hear. Okay,
Todd can't hear the question.
Oh, what's this? What happened?
I've got a question from Carissa. She sent it in. Her question was, "What is your favorite Taylor Swift song and why?"
Favorite Taylor Swift song?
Mine is "Nobody, No Crime" because I'm a sucker for murder. What the fuck? Oh no! What's everyone's favorite Taylor Swift song?
Welcome to New York.
Welcome to New York. Yeah.
I don't listen to Taylor, but
you have to have a favorite Taylor Swift song. You know.
I don't.
Everyone has a favorite Taylor Swift song.
I guess the only one that comes to mind straight away is the "Shake It Off."
He's a Shake It
Off
fan.
It's
I don't know
somewhat.
that one. Can you please sing it for me?
No, I also forgot the lyrics too.
I think mine is Blank Space.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's a banger.
I saw the concert again tonight in the movie theater.
Todd did tell us you want to watch the Taylor Swift movie.
I did. That's the second time I've seen it. That's how good it is. I've seen Taylor Swift at the movie theater more times in the last 2 weeks than I've been to a movie theater.
Surely you and Todd are gonna go watch the FNAF movie together as well.
No.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. All right, there you go. Flame, you have to have a Taylor Swift song.
You have to have one.
What if the goddamn pull up on you and say, "What's your favorite Cswins song?" You have to have one. You have to have an answer to that question.
Hey, out of the woods.
Let me pull up her
Nye
catalog.
got a whole discography on check. Nye got everything, man.
Out of the Woods is good. I will say I am a sucker for the Folklore and Evermore albums because like I'm an old lady and Taylor Swift and I we vibe. The millennial, almost middle-aged crazy cat lady vibe. You know, we connect on so many levels.
I think I actually liked the song like back then, Enchanted.
It's very, I'm gonna call it magical.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with that.
And that was Carissa's cameo for the week. Yeah.
It was.
Hey.
I thought of that question as I was driving.
Yeah, I got a message at 9 a.m. I woke up to seeing a message from Carissa saying, I came up with a secret question. I'm what the fuck? What the hell? All right.
W question.
Mhm.
All right. Second to last question from Wow to Juju. They ask, what are ways to deal with mental fatigue while Bandai dumps 12 Sugos on us during November?
Oh, that's a good one for you, Poppy. You want a little rant.
Yeah. Put the game down and only play when you desire. Do your best not to succumb to the FOMO of those that have every character. If you don't have the units, there are plenty of content creators and content out there that will allow you to surpass content. You may not be able to rank in the upper echelons, but if that's something that you desire, then you have to decide on whether or not you want to pull, because that's unfortunately how the cookie crumbles with One Piece Treasure Cruise. I think just
I had
be
to go 30
prepared.
deep for Law and Kid, and I had to pass up Big Mom for it, and it's rough because Big Mom is way more useful long term.
Well, if you're not aware, Chris, we have 3 Legends coming out today, and it's
I'm aware.
And it's part 1 of 9.5 Annie, and there will be 2 or 3 more parts, which will probably have 3 to 4 more Legends in total, or a bare minimum, which means we're gonna have 12 Legends potentially in the next fucking month, and then we jump into New Year's. We'll have another 3 to 4 Legends, and I don't know how they fucking expect you to keep up as a human being. So.
Just get a plastic card with some numbers on it.
I can't be fucked. But look,
I had to give up the wanting every cool new fancy legend and being.
Yeah, that's just the mentality you have to take into Treasure Cruise.
It's so hard to change your mentality like that, because like I'm the type of person I like minimal effort but high rewards, right?
Yeah.
Well, you can't really do that if you don't pull on every banner.
Correct.
And Rumble especially is really hard, not doing it, like not having all the Rumble rare recruits, because I'm like, okay, well, I have to just run 5 legends because I don't have any rare recruits to use. It's rough and it sucks. It'll take us some time to get used to it, but just pull for characters that you want.
Yep.
You don't pull for everything. Like me, Law and Kid, I just wanted Law. I didn't care about the other legends, no matter how much better they probably were.
Agreed. I concur with everything said there. You just have to. The unfortunate reality is that Treasure Cruise is a very FOMO centric game, where, and as somebody that deals with jealousy a lot in my life, and as somebody that is a very comparative human being, and as an individual, I find that not having watching other people do tons of multis really grinds my gears, because I know that I can't do that. And not to say that I can't financially do that, don't get it twisted, I definitely can, but it's just irresponsible to kind of do that on every single banner, because I have a lot of responsibilities that I need to uphold as like my main contention point. But I do agree with Carissa. It is the mentality of just accepting the reality of that you won't have every character, and you just have to be very patient. And then does that make the game less fun? I mean, at times, yes, but it kind of comes down to you as an individual and the consensus that you take, I suppose, with that.
The hardest one is Treasure Map, because Treasure Map, if you don't have all the point boosters, it will literally take you 75 hours. And for someone that works full time and enjoys 8 hours of sleep a night, it's not really feasible. I did not get 10 million points on the last Treasure Map. I think I ended at 7.3.
That's enough.
Because
I think that's enough.
I was in like the top 46% or something.
Yeah.
But I had already done like 35 runs, and I'm like, dude, this is too much.
Yeah, I think I had no boosters, and I think I did 40 something runs at 10 mil.
It's too much.
It is a slog. But I mean, that's the mentality switch that you have to make, unfortunately. Is that you have to accept that, like, the reality is, and even with like events like Kizuna and such, like, it becomes very daunting as a gamer, because like obviously you want to compete and you want to excel and you want to succeed and such, and you know you don't want to be like a deterrent for your alliance, but like the reality is that like if you don't have everything, you're going to struggle, and you just have to accept that like that's normal for Treasure Cruise, plain and simple.
Yep.
You just have to accept that that's the reality.
Unless you're a millionaire with nothing else better to spend your money on.
No, well, I think that there's plenty of people that have no money yet but spend all their money on Treasure Cruise. So I think that it's about being extremely responsible and understanding where your limits are.
Adulting, it sucks, but you gotta do it.
Nah, there's better things to fucking spend your money on than this dick ass game anyway.
Yeah, like Taylor Swift concerts.
Like Taylor Swift concerts, exactly.
And I do have the Taylor Swift Eras Tour commemorative cup and popcorn tin.
Ooh.
Oh wow. Wow.
2 times over. Because I got
2
it both
times over,
I
you bought it twice. They got your ass.
They fucking got me, dude. And this is why I don't pull for every legend.
Because I gotta buy fucking 37
Like
popcorn
Taylor Swift.
tins of Taylor Swift, man. What you talking about? Oh. Alright, let's round this out. Last question as per usual from Cody. Hey fellas, can't remember when you record, so apologies if I missed the cutoff. Thanks as always for the work that you do. Couple questions. Who is your favorite supernova? Personally, I always like Killer. Alright, round the grounds. Who's your favorite supernova? Everyone.
Law.
Who's your favorite supernova, babe?
Well, I feel like for this question, we're gonna avoid like the main ones, like Luffy, Zoro, Law, Kid. Like,
If we're
taking
taking those
So-
4 out, mine is easy. It is Beppo, 125%.
he's not a supernova.
He's a supernova.
He's not.
He is my supernova.
That
Oh.
what?
He's not.
What?
Have you seen how cute he is?
But it's not a supernova.
What other supernovas are there? Killer.
You Rogue, Bonnie,
Oh, gross.
X Drake,
Okay, maybe.
No, what? He is a gross to
Apu Hawkins.
Apu Hawkins is
Trash.
both shit.
Sucks.
Hawkins is bad. Poo Poo Head is bad.
Probably go Drake.
No
I'd go Killer as well,
way.
but he-
If
I
I'm
guess he's a part of
Killer.
the popular group.
if I'm not picking Law, I like Bonnie.
I'll say Bonnie or Killer for myself as well. I'd have to say either
I'm
of those
making
two.
Beppo a supernova just
All
for this
right,
question.
Beppo. We're gonna
I
send
guess
an email to
technically
Otter.
Blackbeard counts as a supernova too.
Yeah, that's true.
Blackbird is definitely at the very bottom of the list that I cut off and threw in the ocean. That's
Damn.
how much I don't like him.
I don't know, I hate Apu more than Blackbeard.
I don't know. Poo Poo Head is. I don't know. They're pretty bad.
I guess sort of technically, like Cavendish sort of counts.
Yeah, again, is this Barto came out
I
out
think he
too at
might
the same
be,
time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Barto's pretty cool. Okay, if I can guess I can give it to Barto. He's kind of okay.
All right, there you go.
There you go.
And who's your favorite Straw Hat? I know you've all answered this many times, but I'm curious as it changes. Mine remains Zoro. I agree. Mine is also Zolo, or it's Jimbo. One of the two, I'd say. Me, I love Jimbo.
Mine is Nami.
All right, we get it. Fucking Bazongi guy over here.
Listening.
Who's your favorite supernova? I meant Straw Hat.
A Straw Hat.
Beppo.
Oh, it's definitely Chopper. You know, I've always been a fan of
You
his
heard
for
it
a
here
while.
from spoke. Todd's favorite
Clip
Straw Hat
it!
is Chopper.
Yeah, I just
Clip
want
it!
to punt him like a football.
That's it.
Don't clip that part. Clip everything before that. Knight, who you got?
I mean, nah, it's probably Luffy though. Luffy's my boy.
Yeah, I'm also a Luffy boy.
You guys are the kind of guys that play Mario Kart and then pick Mario. What the fuck?
Right? Like, ew.
I picked Dry Bones, actually.
Hey, because you are dry
Bitch.
bone. Hold on. What the fuck?
Damn, that's crazy.
Carissa, who's yours?
I will. So my initial gut instinct was Zoro, but Robin is really getting up there for me. I've always loved Robin. She's
Robin-
probably my second, if not my first favorite female in all of One Piece.
Robin gets me up as well, you know what I'm saying? And that ends today's episode of One Piece. I was going to have One Piece Treasure Cruise, episode 103 of the Good, Great, Perfect podcast. If you've made it this far, as we said in the comment section down below, make sure you type out your favorite Mario death sound. I know it sounds really weird for Chris to hear that now, but you just have to listen to the episode and find out why that was brought up. As per usual, make sure you go down there, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and do that kind of fun stuff. Go into the description. You can find our link tree link. That is linktr.ee/SugarGrapePerfect. All of our socials, our Twitter @GGP Podcast, anchor.fm/SugarGrapePerfect for the audio version. And that's on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts as well. Go into the description further. You'll find all of our socials, Toadski, Captain Papi, Flamevius, Nightmare, JP. And make sure you go find Krista as well. Give her a follow on that too. But with that being said, I've been Captain Papi, Flame, Knight, Todd, and Krista. Thank you guys. So guys, next time. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.